So you're thinking about moving to Encinitas, California? Well, that's right. In this video, I'm gonna explain everything you need to know about Encinitas, and we're actually gonna hop into my computer. I'm gonna walk you around the maps and just kind of explain everything you should really know as far as where the shopping is, what is there to do, where are some of the restaurants in some of the surrounding cities, and also how long does it take to get to downtown San Diego and the airport. I'm gonna explain all that, so let's go ahead and get after it now. Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. If this is your first time here and you like to know more about what it's like to live in San Diego or some of the surrounding areas just like Encinitas, make sure you tap that subscribe button below so you can be the first to learn about the current market here in San Diego. My name is Nick, and I get calls, texts, emails pretty much daily now from you guys, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move here to San Diego or Encinitas, make sure you reach out, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, or just give me a call. I would love to help save you guys a lot of time and help you make a smooth move here to San Diego. So let's talk a little bit about what we came here to talk about, and that is Encinitas, because Encinitas is hands down one of my favorite cities here in San Diego. And you know, maybe you visited, maybe you've been there a couple times, maybe you haven't and you're just kind of doing some research on areas in San Diego. Encinitas should be very high on your list. That the average price point for a home there, it's a little bit higher, but it's just such an awesome place. It's very laid back, it's very chill. There's, you know, coffee shops around the corner, a ton of restaurants, some really good food, and you know, it has just about everything. But I want to explain that to you guys and kind of walk you around the maps. So let's go ahead and jump into my computer. All right, so welcome to my computer. Here are the maps, and I have Encinitas already outlined right here, as you can see. And then before we dive into Encinitas, I want to show you guys the proximity to some of the areas around. So first off, it's very centrally located. Encinitas is hands down one of my favorite places in San Diego, and you're gonna find out why pretty soon. But to the north, you're gonna have Carlsbad right here, and just south, you're gonna be in Solana Beach, then Del Mar. So those are some great neighboring cities. And you know, even just to the east, southeast, you're gonna have right here is one of the most expensive places to live in the entire nation, which is gonna be Rancho Santa Fe. And then just a little northeast is gonna be San Marcos. So some really great cities, and the best part about that is you can shoot over to these cities all within about 10 to 20 minutes, and it's gonna be completely different restaurants, different things to do, different beaches, things like that. But let's say you have to, let's say you have to commute down to the airport. You know, I'm not sure how much you have to travel, but it's gonna be good for you to know. But let's say you have to go down there once, maybe a few times a month. The airport is gonna be located right here in downtown San Diego. And all you're gonna do if you're living in Encinitas, you're gonna hop on the 5 right here and take that all the way down. That's gonna be about a probably 35 to 40 minute drive depending on traffic. So not that bad. But I don't know how often you are flying. So if you're flying once a month, it's not that bad. Twice a month, it's probably still not that bad. So that's the airport. If you're trying to drive down there or downtown San Diego, quick drive, about 40 minutes. Now let's dive into Encinitas. So I'm not going to go very deep into the neighborhoods and all that, but I will give you a quick little breakdown. I will do a video on that also a little bit later on, so make sure you subscribe and tune in when I do upload that one. So first, you're going to have, it can kind of be broken, Encinitas can be broken down into about 3 different areas. So first, you're going to have Leucadia, which is going to be more on the northern coast of Encinitas up here. Just on the south coast, you're going to have Cardiff by the Sea, which is right there. And then this, let me see. So this zone, funky little shape, but that's going to be a Livenhain, and that's going to border Rancho Santa Fe. So a Livenhain, they're all different in their own special ways, but a Livenhain is going to be much more of estate type of homes, ranches with bigger lots, more family-size homes, and the price point is going to be a lot higher. The average price point in Encinitas is going to be about $1.6 million. Now, you can find condos and townhomes, you know, starting around that $650,000 range. So it is doable. You can find that, but you're going to have a lot more limited inventory, right? Because people aren't selling them. Investors are also looking for properties at that price point. So if you need help or guidance on that, definitely reach out. I'll save you a ton of time, and I'd absolutely love helping helping you find the right neighborhood. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit more about Livenhain real quick. The homes are going to be a little bit more expensive over there, probably $2 million and up, but they're beautiful homes, ranch style. And then Cardiff, which is right down here. I really love Cardiff, first off, because the walkability is great down there, and you have shopping, some restaurants, all in walkable distance. And all these homes are really cool too, because they're kind of stacked up on each other. But the whole area, I mean, you have street names like Edinburgh, Birmingham. They're all named after towns or cities in the United Kingdom. So pretty cool. And a lot of these homes have really good views as well. But like I said, higher price point, about $1.5 million and up over there. And then, like I said, Leucadia. Leucadia is another great place. Great walkability, and homes are going to be, the thing with that is you're going to have homes on the bluff all along the coast here in Encinitas, and those can be, $4, $5, $10 million for some of these homes. So it depends. If you got the checkbook for it, Encinitas could be a great place for you to call home. And let's talk a little bit about the shopping in the plazas, because you're probably, just for scale, let's say you live down in Cardiff and you need to shoot up to Leucadia. That's going to be, you're not even going to have to hop on the 5. You could really just take the 101 the whole way up. That's going to be a 5 to 10 minute drive. So not bad at all. But like I said, let's look at this shopping. So most of your shopping, depending on where you live in Encinitas, even parts of Carlsbad, even parts of San Marcos, people still come over here and here to do all their shopping, because you're going to have everything you need. You have vet offices, retail. You can see right here there's a Target. This plaza up here on the north side of Leucadia is going to be the Forum, and you have an Apple store in there, REI, and just some other shopping, and a lot of good restaurants in there too. And then just south, you're going to have Target, Home Depot, food. You have a bunch of stuff in here too. And then this plaza down here, this is where you're going to have, if you've watched my other videos, I just shop at Trader Joe's and either Whole Foods or Sprouts or places like that. And you have a Trader Joe's right here and a Sprouts right here. You also have a very big gym. You have an LA Fitness right here. So that's just to show you guys what I'm trying to say is the accessibility here in Encinitas is great. It's only going to take you 5 minutes, depending on where you live, to drive to go get your groceries and things like that. And like I said, all these suburbs have their own places. So Cardiff, you have all your own shopping right down here. You have Seaside Market, which is more of like a family-owned type of grocery store. You have Pipes Cafe, Fish 101, which is, get their fish burrito. It is to die for. And you have VG's. Now, if you like donuts and you like baked goods, hands down, I consider myself a little bit of a donut connoisseur, and VG's has all-time favorite donut. Just get the glazed, and you'll be very, very happy. And then you have some bars and some other coffee shops, Patagonia, right here in Cardiff. So just something to know. I do want to touch base real quick to show you guys on some of the things to do. Is obviously the beach. This is huge here, because once you live on the coast anywhere in San Diego, take advantage of the outdoor activities, because first, they're free, and second, our weather is year-round perfect. So you have a huge strand of beach right here. I know San Diego in general has, from Oceanside all the way down to Imperial Beach, you got about 70 miles of beach. Not sure exactly what it is in Encinitas, but you have a very good strip, and you have beach access all over the place. So that makes it really nice. This is your most accessible, is going to be George's, which is in Cardiff. And then Stone Steps is going to be up here. That's probably my favorite beach. You got the Grandview and things like that. So I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much beach information, but you can tell I like the beach, and it's something I like doing. So a little bit more on things to do. You got golf course, you got Encinitas Ranch, you have the farmers market, which is great. You got some really good produce about once a week there every Sunday. Starts in the morning, ends in the afternoon. So that's going to be right there. That's at Paul Ecke, which is an elementary school over there. Let me delete this. And then you're going to see everybody on their e-bikes. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but anywhere down the 101 all the way down to Cardiff, pretty much all the way through to Del Mar, a lot of e-bikes, a lot of people on their bikes cruising around. And your main nightlife, if that's what you're into, you'll have a lot of nightlife in Locadia. Right down here, you have some bars, some dive bars, some really good restaurants with good cocktails. But as you go down here, this is your main hub is going to be right here, starting at pretty much D Street, which is right there, all the way down to Cardiff. You have a ton of options for food. You actually have one club there, Shelter. You have some dive bars, high-end bars. You have everything right in this little zone right here. Food, Lotus Cafe, really good chicken artichoke sandwich is to die for. I mean, Encinitas is one of my favorites for a reason. But I just wanted to show you guys, some of those things to do just to get you a little bit more familiar of the town. I mean, you have some really good parks right here. You have the Encinitas Community Park, it's newer. It's within probably the last 5 to 6 years. You got a good skate park there, a dog park, baseball fields, soccer fields. And, Encinitas in general does have a very good amount of parks. So if you're a dog person or an outdoor person, Encinitas is a great place. And keep in mind, the population here is only about 63,000. And it's not going to get any bigger. There's just no more room to build, and they're not really knocking down buildings and building, apartment complexes or multifamily. So it's probably going to stick around that 60,000 population, which is why the average home price is so high. So just something to think about, and that's pretty much going to wrap up our little map tour. So that's going to wrap it up for our map tour of Encinitas, and I really do hope that was helpful and I got you a little bit more familiar on the proximity to some things and things to do and all that great stuff, because like I said, Encinitas is hands down one of the best places in all of San Diego. But I do want to touch base a little bit more on the real estate market there, because you heard me say that the average price point is about $1.6 million, which is well above the average in San Diego. I think the average right now in San Diego is about 900,000. So it's significantly more, about double, but rightfully so. I mean, you have some of the best weather right there in Encinitas. You have a ton of outdoor activities, accessibility to shopping. I mean, you guys heard it all in my little map tour, but I want to touch base on, 1.6 million, that's up about 4% from the previous year. And even last year, homes in Encinitas were selling at an average in about 12 days. So now, a year later, they're selling in about 37 days. So it's up significantly, which is great. I mean, I can't tell you how great that is, because I was working with a lot of buyers back in the pandemic, and I still work with a lot of buyers right now, and there was opportunity in both markets, but there is way more opportunity now in this more, I'm trying to find the right word for it. It's a very fair and normal market now. I mean, you don't have to, in the pandemic, you had to literally write an offer. You had to go look at a house, write an offer that night. Now you can literally sleep on it for a night and think about it. You can sleep on it for 2 nights and think about it. It's great. And, having the right team in place is very crucial still. Having the right agent, like me, having the right lender, having the right home inspector, they all play a very crucial part. So, like I said, guys, if you guys need help or you're thinking about making a move to Encinitas or anywhere in San Diego, or just have questions, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to just answer your questions and save you a ton of time. My info is in the description below, and I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.